Yeah, man, so...
Oh, man. Yo, y'all really got this man on the podcast today?
I mean, yeah, man, I guess.
Man, first of all, he comes to my house. Second, he follows me all the way to California. And third, he comes to my job and almost gets me fired.
Oh, come on, man. This dude get fired on his day off.
Man, yo, y'all really gonna have him on the podcast today?
We y'all look the same.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Nah, man.
Oh, man, stop tripping, man. They're here to interview DJ
bro.
Famous, man. I'm about to get the whole podcast popping. Yeah, I'm popping.
Hey, man, first of all, ain't nobody know who you are. Second, man, they're here to do the interview with me, man. Cody J, that's me, bro. And third of all, man, don't ever be singing one of my songs again, man.
You ain't got a hater, you
Come
ain't
on,
popping, all right?
I mean, he has a point, right?
Yeah, you can't argue with that one. It's
No.
pretty logical.
Hey, man, don't be pumping his brakes like
Hey,
that.
yo, man, whatever happened with you and that, yo, you ever hook up with that Beverly girl? Hey, I got a thing for this girl named
Oh,
Beverly.
nah, man, I'm just a songwriter, man. That's just a song that I
That's my
wrote.
song, man. Oh, come on, man. Hey, whatever happened with you and the, I Just Want You Happy girl? Y'all break up or something?
Oh, hey, man, you need to take your Michael Jackson jacket and go, bro. Yeah, man, get to stepping, man. And don't come back either.
Hey, man, so y'all really want me to go, man? Oh, man. Hey, bro, you got any gum?
Nah, man. Hey, what do I look like,
Man,
bro?
You do look like somebody that got some gum. I mean,
Man.
shoot, am I right?
Maybe some Stride or something.
Take 5.
I do got some gum, though.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Hey, man, I got some Big Red. I got some Orbit Spearmint gum. Then I got some Winter Mint, man. Which one you
Hey,
want?
whatever, bro. I just
Winter Mint? Alright, bro. Here's the gum. Take it. Hey, man, don't come back again.
Oh, man, you gotta throw it like
Alright.
that. Shoot. Alright, y'all, well, peace.
You can put them lips on me, suck it up. When I'm in the club, bust it down, fuck it up. When I'm in the streets, they don't never say enough. I've been grinding all week, I've been stacking these bucks, yeah. You can put them lips on me, suck it up. When I'm in the club, bust it down, fuck it up. When I'm in the streets, they don't never say enough. I've been grinding all week, I've been stacking these bucks, and I never gave up, yeah. Ooh, they quick to acknowledge me. I'ma get it poppin' and cook 'em up like a pot of grease. Small town kid, I never thought I'd be a prodigy. Say they want that rap music, that's another side of me. I ain't with the fakery, not a lot.
All right. Episode 12 of the Come Up Podcast, the greatest podcast in the universe. You heard me say it last time, and no, I wasn't lying. I only speak the truth.
Do you?
Does a bear shit in the woods?
Sometimes.
Unless it's in a zoo environment.
Or a circus.
Okay, so I guess there's circumstances where I wouldn't tell the truth, but
Anyways,
yeah, I guess.
more important things. This guy's fucking sidechaining some shit. But,
Sidechain. I only do that to my vocals, bro. I don't do that in real life.
anyways, DJ Famous. Well, no, we kind of kicked him out. But, yeah, Cody J. What's up?
Yo, what up, y'all? Yo, it's a pleasure to be on the podcast with you guys. Man, I'm excited. Episode 12.
Yes, sir.
Episode 12, let's get it.
Ah.
Let's go. I'm excited.
This has been an episode that we've been extremely excited about. I mean,
sometime.
my first time meeting you in person was at Drip Fest, and other than that, we've interacted a few times just liking each other's posts on social media and whatnot.
Right.
But, I mean, I was talking to Austin after Drip Fest, and I was like, damn, that Cody, man, he's just a light. I like being around that guy. Real positive vibes, real good shit. I really enjoyed your company that whole night. So
Hey,
I
man,
just wanted to get that
likewise,
out of the
dude.
way.
You guys killed it at Drip Fest. So,
Appreciate it.
yeah.
We plan to do more stuff like that. Any upcoming shows or anything that any of you guys would like to invite us to, we'll come, get some coverage, post it up on our vlog, try and get you guys some more views and more attention drawn to yourself and your page.
Hell yeah, all love. You should already know. Come on now.
But yeah, good shit. Back to the main reason we're here. Cody J, DJ Famous, the man, the myth, the legend,
The gum guy.
the gum guy.
Gum guy, man. Let's make it go viral, man.
Oh hell yeah, let's make it go viral. Those skits that you do, hilarious.
I appreciate it, man.
That's one of the things that inspired us to go, super
Straight
heavy
up.
with the skits.
Hey, that's
is to
what's
see
up.
another artist out here doing it. We appreciate what you were bringing to the table. We're like,
Right.
damn, what we could do some skits like that.
Hell yeah. Get that energy rolling.
Yeah, exactly. If you're bringing something to the table, we'd like to bring something also. If we could bring any attention to the scene whatsoever. Why not?
Yes, sir.
Dude, so, okay, right off the bat, like, I think the craziest thing for me, and, like, I just been waiting to say this for this moment, but, craziest thing, I think it was, like, 2019, you and I linked up, and you had gave me some of your merch, and then one of your CDs. And to go from that to here, interviewing you on the podcast is, like, just a crazy fucking, what,
It
3
is,
year
bro.
difference, 2 year difference?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro, that's crazy, man. Where were we, though? Like,
You, so, I think we met up at Walgreens in,
I did. You
Ottawa.
bought a shirt off me, bro.
Yeah,
That's when
yeah.
I first met you, and I'm like, man, this dude's supporting. And I was like, yeah, that was the first time I think I linked up with you is when you bought a shirt off me.
Yep.
That's love, bro. That's a Good Vibe Music shirt, right?
Yeah. Still got that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, dude. And then after that, I had gone to the military, and then I met Smith, and he was big into music and production. Like, he had his phone, and, like, he'd sneak it in and shit, and, like, we just worked on music together.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, there's so much potential where I'm at. I was like, you have such an amazing gift. I was like, I don't know if you have any artists out by you, and he does, now that I'm finding out, but they don't support him like we support him out here.
Right.
And then I was like throwing all these names his way, and then when he said you and him linked up, I was like, fucking, let's go.
Yeah, so Smith FX, man, he was living in Princeton, I think, at the time.
Yep.
And then I believed in him so much, so I went to his house. I did some photo shoots for him because I wanted him to grow his brand. And I'm like, bro, I believe in you. And then we worked on the EDM track together. And I'm like, dude, killed it. And Smith FX, if you listen, man, I still want to drop Alter Ego, the EDM mix that you did, or the trap mix, bro. You killed it. And yeah, bro, I really want to release that. So I just want to give you a shout out and let you know that you are that man. So just keep pushing, bro. Just keep pushing.
We absolutely agree with him, brother.
Eh.
Get back in the game.
Come back.
We're missing you.
Just stop calling us while we're recording.
Yeah, honestly. Come on. You know the schedule by now. We're 12 episodes in.
Come on, Wednesdays and Fridays, just don't even try hitting me up.
Oh, good shit. Let's fucking dive
Yeah,
into
man.
fucking Cody J, though, man. So, like I said before, we've interacted a few times over social media, but other than that, I mean, I don't really know you as a person, as a
Right.
man. I mean, I've listened to your music, but where did Cody J come from? You know, where did you originate?
Alright, man. Well, I would say I started off doing poetry, but before I started off as being an artist, I was like a legit artist. Like I drew.
Okay.
Actually, I got a present for you guys that I got here for y'all.
Oh shit!
A
Okay.
little present to give back, you know. Let me see if I got some. So I put in some work, and when I mean I was an artist, like, god damn. But when I'm saying I was an artist, man, like I actually drew. Oh man, I just broke it.
Oh,
But nah, man. So I actually drew pictures, man, and I started off being an artist.
Oh,
so
shit.
I drew this for you guys just to keep. It says episode 12 with Cody J, and then I kind of took your guys' logo, and yeah, man. So I want to gift you guys this
that's
for your
so
room. I don't know if you want to take this piece, but it broke. But you can hang it up.
Oh,
on
yeah,
the,
bro. We got it.
Yeah, man. So I started off drawing, and then started off drawing. Take a look at that artwork. So
beautiful.
started off drawing, and then when I was younger, man, my mom, she always was very perky, and she always was singing music as she was getting ready for work. And as I was a kid, she actually wrote like a remastered song of Shania Twain.
Oh,
And
okay.
so that was cool, man. And I was a young kid. I see my mom being like rewriting music. So I think that's kind of where I got my artist, I guess, like as far as writing songwriting.
Yeah.
And then I went by Cody G as coming up. And then one of my other homies, his name was Cody G too. And so eventually I was like, man, there can't be two Cody G's, you know. So this was probably later on in my life, like more recently. And then so I'm by Cody G is my first rap name, and then I started writing music when I was like 13, 14, and then DJing kind of arrived for me. So I started, with DJing, I was a collector of music, and I would burn CDs, I would go on Napster, LimeWire, all these things, download a bunch of music not for free, but I would burn them. I would even sell CDs. It was like my little hustle back in junior high.
Yeah.
And then, but I had a collective of CDs, and I remember my aunt gave me a Walkman back in the day, and then I would just be banging music in the Walkman. I thought I was the cool kid banging music all the time, and I was always like a trendy dude, you know. And then, but as I got in high school, I ended up buying my first decks, which were CD turntables. Like you put the CD into it, and like there was records, and then there was like CDs. So I bought the CDs, and then I was DJing for the seniors of high school. So I was a freshman coming into high school DJing for the seniors.
That's dope.
And it was crazy because, you know, like you're the freshman, you kind of get picked on, you're like the fresh meat.
Right, yeah.
But I kind of came into high school already knowing the seniors because I was DJing their parties, stuff like that, bro.
Yeah, got the in, the
So
connects.
I was kind of
Nice.
connected in high school with the older kids, and then I DJ'd a lot. And then when I turned like 21, I took a big investment out and I started DJing like professionally. And I didn't know how to DJ when I first got booked at bars. Like my practice was being at the bar.
Yeah.
And now I've been doing it for 10 years, so I just, you know, doing something for 10 years, you're almost like a master at it,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Well,
So
you've definitely put in your 10,000 hours by then. You
tons of hours in the DJing, bro. And then but I always kept up with writing music because that's my passion. And then I always thought, look, I can go DJ at these shows, and then I can also perform at these shows. And that was the whole concept behind it, was to being able to perform my music, because that was number one. I wanted to be a songwriter first, performer first, and then DJing was like on the back burner. But now like DJing makes most of my money for me, so I'm kind of like, okay, this is where I'm making my money at, but I'm still trying to push this like career of being an artist.
Right.
So yeah, man, I think after that, you know, I kind of just still DJing kind of took over, but I still write music. And I think right now I'm working on like my third CD. I have 4 CDs out altogether, but I don't count the first one because that was in the home at home in the house just making beats, you know. But working on my 4th CD altogether, and it's the Be Great or Be Nothing CD that I'm coming out with. So
I'm excited for that.
but yeah, man, I've been doing music for a minute though, and then yeah, started at a young age, and now I'm kind of the old dude that's still making music, you know. I don't know. I feel like I don't look old though. Like, drop a comment, let me know. Nah, don't drop any comments. No, just kidding.
Matter of fact, we're turning comments off for this.
Turn them
video.
off. Turn all the comments off. But yeah, man, just started when I was younger, and kind of music always stuck with me, and I'm still writing to this music till the day I die, and I don't think I'll probably ever stop. I thought about quitting, man. I thought I was gonna tell the whole world, I'm like, yo, I'm done doing music. I ain't seen nothing coming out of it, you know. Like, I put a lot of time into it. I put a lot of investment, because not only is it the songwriting, but you go to the studio, you're dropping money in the studio, and now you're paying for cover arts, you're paying for ads, and sometimes you don't get your money back. And I feel like it's hard to keep investing in something that I'm not seeing much return.
Yeah.
But I've always been someone that wants to put out quality music. So I started off in my bedroom, you know, making music, but it never got to that next level until I went to an engineer, met a couple engineers, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna put out quality music, and if somebody listens to me, like, I want it to be, even if they think the verse or whatever, the hook's trash, I want it to be quality no matter what.
Yeah.
So, because sometimes people are like, oh, check out my music, and then it's not that great of quality, so automatically people will be like, won't even listen to it or care, you know. So I kind of just kept running with that, man, trying to make everything sound professional. Just like, I think if you do anything in life, you got to do it with go all in and go all out, you know, and just be professional in what you do, because your name's getting branded with everything you do. So
Right.
yeah, man. You know, there's a lot of talking right there. Damn.
Yeah, we're good for it. Go ahead,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Let's
Okay,
go.
so I got a question, because like, were you a part of G2 at one point?
I was, man.
See, that's what I thought. How'd you get into that?
How to
I
get
was
with
always
them?
curious.
So my older brother, I think he knew of Richie Kid Beats, and man, I remember the first time he handed me a flyer, because I was like rapping back in the day. My brother hands me a flyer like, yo, you gotta go check out my boy. He's performing at the Flamingo, and that time was like Gutter Most Hated. And I looked up to Richie. I'm like, damn, this dude is doing it. Like, he's doing what I want to do. I looked up to him like a lot. And then I worked at Steak and Shake when I was like 16. And then I met I think his girl at the time was there working. So then I ended up getting closer with Richie just by seeing him. And I was kind of like, damn, this dude, like, to me he was a star because he was doing exactly what I wanted to do. And then I think I just like eventually dabbled over at his house, and he always he like was inspired by me. He'd always tell me like, hey man, like you're killing it too, man, you keep up the hustle. So I kind of just go over to his house, and then we'd be writing music, and then the group G2E formed, and then I was kicking with them. We did a bunch of shows together, and then and then I think what happened was everyone gets older, and then they kind of just drift off in their own lanes. They're in their own whatever happens. I think that happens with all types of musicians, like bands. People grow up and they just kind of start going separate ways. But I think it's all love for everyone. I think we all respect each other as far as like who we are as artists and stuff, and I think we just kind of grew up in different ways, with it.
So no, yeah, I feel that. It was cool because I took Nico out to actually meet Richie, and we had just linked up for like fucking 6-7 hours straight, just chopping it up, and it was cool. Like Richie still got that passion. It's like he was talking about you guys like it was day one right then and there.
For sure, bro. And like it was cool to have him really tell me like, bro, you got it. Like to this day he'll tell me like, man, you got the juice, bro. Just keep it pushing. Like even though we don't see eye to eye, or we don't not eye to eye, but even though we don't see each other every day, like we know that mutual respect was there, because if it wasn't for him, I'd probably still be an artist, but I wouldn't have been able to get my first shows and really experience what it was like to perform with
he helped you level up.
Yeah, exactly,
and
dude.
You're eternally grateful for that.
For real, dude. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we have multiple people who have helped us out. I mean, even you just being on this podcast, we're forever grateful to you.
Likewise, man.
All of you artists who are on here, we're super grateful. You guys help bring in more viewers and more of an audience to our podcast, and likewise, we hope to do the same in return and help you guys out in any way that we can possibly. So like, if you ever need anybody for more skits or anything, give us a call.
I'm gonna hit you guys up, man. Yep.
Graphics, vlogs, you name it, we got it, bro.
Hell yeah, man, definitely. Cover arts too, bro.
Yeah.
I need something popping for my cover art, so I'm gonna hit you up on that.
But
we'll keep it working, keep it pushing.
Absolutely,
bro. Yeah. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was just geeking out about that fucking argument.
Hell yeah.
It's still stuck in my head.
Yo,
that shit go crazy.
Be honest, dude. I drew that today, cause I was like, I drew it today, and I was like, man, I want to give these guys something back, but I also knew that I wanted to show you how I'm just, I guess, adverse in different things that I do. Like this dude does this, but it started off with me drawing, so I was like, man, I'm gonna make them a thing. I'm gonna put on the podcast. I want to give it so that you'll always have that. Episode 12, Cody J, the Come Up Podcast. Let's go.
I was gonna go nice on my picture wall over there.
There you go. Oh man, that's perfect, dude.
Yeah.
Except for now you can hang it since the thing broke off.
So check this. Dude said, I'm feeling like Tupac with Juice with the gun. What do you mean by that,
Tupac
dude?
like Juice with the gun. So fuck 2020, man. So I wrote the song in 2020, and I kind of just felt like somebody needs to do something about 2020. And then one of my biggest inspirations in life, Tupac, of course. I grew up and I like idolized that dude. I literally would, when it came to his murder, I was like an investigator. I want to know like how he died, and like why didn't people do this for him, because this dude is a living legend. I think until 2050 his face will still always be plastered, and like he will always be who he is. But I was big into Tupac. I for the longest time I believed like, man, this dude is still alive, but Juice, for instance, was one of my favorite movies that growing up watching. And but when I say I'm feeling like I'm Tupac with Juice with the gun, no reference in gang or nothing like that, but it's just like, man, I feel like, because in Juice, Tupac's like a badass, like he's the dude that is taking control of the situation. And then I kind of just with that song is kind of like, I kind of feel like, okay, I'm a badass. I'm gonna kind of replicate like who Tupac was in Juice.
Right.
And then basically he's like, man, I got the juice, because Tupac's got the gun and he's the one calling the shots. So I was like, all right, that would be a dope line to throw in there,
Oh yeah.
So I think Juice, kind of just thinking about Juice, kind of like inspired me, and then I'm like, that's just a dope bar, bro.
It is,
like,
dude. When you would release the preview for it, I was like, I gotta hear this now. I gotta hear this.
And I wanted, for the music video, I wanted to incorporate the movie Juice, because I'm like, not everybody's probably familiar with Juice.
Yeah.
So I was like, but then in the beginning of the song, you'll hear Donald Trump like coming in and like talking about, all this stuff that's happening in the world, and I'm like, man, Donald Trump, man, y'all go get out of here, bro. Like, damn. And then, but yeah, Juice was just a a movie that really inspired me growing up. You know, I was like, especially with Tupac being in it. And then pretty much any movie with Tupac in it, I was a fan of. You know,
Poetic Justice.
Poetic Justice,
yeah.
man. Above the Rim was another one that I was a fan of. But fuck 2020, man. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Vision
dude.
21.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
No, good shit.
So
Talking about your inspirations here, your sound is so versatile, and
It is, man. I'm glad you said that too. 'cause
As
it
an
is.
artist, that's something, you know, I've told Austin, that's something I strive for as well. You know, I don't want to stick to one lane. I want to.
Right. But I feel like sometimes it hurts me too because, you know, like you listen to Little Skies, you listen to Lil Uzi Vert, or you listen to most artists, they have like that's their sound, you know?
Yeah.
yeah, they
And
stick with that pocket.
Yeah, and it's like with me, it's like, dude, I might make a country song, I might make an R&B song, I might make a hip hop rap song,
Right.
and it's really just showing how diverse I am with my music, and that's kind of something I've always just stuck with. I'm like, I want to show everyone that I can do this, I can do that, you know, and really it just comes with maybe being a DJ and hearing so much music and being so interested in music. I'm like, I want to make a Kid Ink vibe, I want to make a Ty Dolla $ign vibe.
Yeah.
Because I could show you each one of my songs and be like, dude, I was listening to Ty Dolla $ign on that one. I was
Right.
listening to, I don't even know, man. I like Little Skies, for instance. I'm like, so I'll end up creating a vibe of
Yeah.
that style.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like it could hurt me or not.
See,
you know?
I don't necessarily agree with that because like look at Joyner. Like I don't know how much Joyner you listen to. But
Right,
he
right.
has like
Yeah.
like a heavy metal song that he's on.
Yeah.
He has like a screamo track that he's on.
See, I never heard that one, bro.
Oh, dude, I'll have to show you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude, he's got like all these different things that he's like hitting up different bands and shit. Like Arsenal's even talking about like hitting up some rock bands and
Right.
doing shit like that. So it's always great to like branch out and be diverse with it.
Yeah.
I think as music goes on, and I don't know how familiar you are with like the turn of music throughout the ages and stuff, but you know, it went from like classical, and that had like a 30-year run to
Right,
jazz, which had like a 30-year run to rock and roll, which had about a 30-year run to hip hop, and we're damn near ending that 30-year run of hip hop.
Right.
So I think the big question here for a lot of people is like, what's the next sound that's going to take
Exactly.
over?
Yep.
And you know, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of what's been emerging lately is kind of this alt punk rock kind of hip hop
Yeah.
style. There's a lot of people that are just taking from everything
Yeah.
and mashing it into a
Well-
beautiful creation.
Have you checked out Little Feature at all?
Uh,
Oh, dude, I'll have to show
wait,
you.
is he
some
like a
of his-
local artist
Yeah,
from
yeah.
here? I'll
Yep.
check. Yeah, definitely. Have to
Yeah,
plug me with
he's
him.
kind of like on that wave right now. So like, I think he was ahead of the curvature with that. If that's the route that is going,
Oh, I
so
got
he
you.
might actually just pop up out of nowhere and people are gonna question it. But really, he's been like putting in the work on the side.
Right. Yeah, I've been trying to just find my vibe, bro. Like, you know, like I'm pick and choose what song like for the next album that's coming out. Every song I have some R&B stuff where I'm like singing on it. I've been really doing vocal lessons. Like when I'm in the truck, I'm like doing these vocal things. You think it'd sound weird, bro, but like I think it's helping because like I'm trying to learn the stutter effect with my like vocal box.
Yeah.
So I can eliminate using autotune because I want to sound organic as possible. And like I've been told from criticized, like, yo, stick away from doing the autotune because you have a good voice. You need to like use that more.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Smith's ever given you any advice, but like I've been getting better vocally, like with my singing rhythm and shit, based off of autotune, but it's like a reversed effect. People typically use autotune to sound better.
Right.
What he used autotune for, and I actually really love, is he cranked autotune to the max, and he'd mess with his vocals, and once it started sounding good, he'd turn it down, start practicing again, turn it down, practice again, turn it down, practice again, until it's just his vocals, and he
Yeah.
sounds pristine.
Right, because then you're kind of teaching yourself. Okay, I need to hit this note. Like you're registering that.
Right,
like
right.
you hear what your voice is supposed to be doing, and kind of mimic that effect.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's actually a good technique that he's picked up there.
When you guys recorded with autotune, do you like would you put autotune on, sing it in autotune, or would you like do your verse and then put autotune on it and try to correct it?
See, yeah, I usually do my vocals and then add the autotune, but Nico and I had kicked it, and he had turned it on as I'm recording, and then I noticed a difference. Like, I had to get used to the delays and shit.
Right.
But, like, I think that was a significant help that I'm trying to toy with here and there when I have time.
Yeah, I think that's why I've always kind of, because like when I'd go record in the studio, I'd do my verse or whatever, and then the engineer would put autotune on it, and then but I was like, man, I could have hit my highs differently with auto-tune, but I mean now like the engineer that I work with, like he can turn your pitches like up and down, so it's like if you want to go really high, he'll just take your vocals and just
stretch it
go
up,
high.
man.
I'm like, man, this is crazy, you know, but yeah, man.
No, that's super cool. But getting back into what I was saying before about the genre blending and stuff, that's why I appreciate such a versatile artist as yourself, because I think the more we go on into this new era of music,
Right.
let's call it, I think the less we're gonna have like defined genre artists, like less of this is a country artist, this is a rapper, and more so just these are musicians. you
Right,
know?
right.
These guys make music. So an artist such as yourself who really does, like you said, if I want to make a country song, I'll make a country song. If I want to do rock,
Yeah.
rap, alternative, whatever you want,
Yeah.
you know, whatever you're feeling that day.
Right, right.
I think the space for those kinds of artists is going to
Yeah.
expand and get just ballooned up, you know, and not in
Yeah.
a bad way, in a good way, you know.
100%, man.
It'll just, a lot more people will be able to showcase their talents.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so like along with that, dude, you've shown that you're good with drawing and shit, which
Yeah.
fucking blew me
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
It's cool as shit, dude.
Yeah.
And then you already have your sound, you have your DJing, you do skits, and then on top of that, your looks. Like, since I think as far back as I've watched your music videos, like you've always kept it fresh,
Yeah.
nice styles.
I think that was just being music, influenced by music, you know, and like the new trend that was going on, like back in the day, dude. If you've seen a picture of me, I used to be like this chubby kid and like bleached hair, like trying to be like Eminem, rocking D12 shirts, FUBU shirts. Man, I think about shit I was getting for rocking FUBU shirts back in the day.
Yeah,
like, I went to Putnam County. You went to Putnam County too, or no?
No.
For some reason, I thought you went to Putnam County. For some reason, I don't know why, dude. I was like, I was gonna ask you today, but yeah, man, I was always like a trendy person, you know, and I just stuck with the trends, and then like being like fresh, and well, you know, being a DJ, I feel like you're always in the public, so you gotta look like, have a clean cut look to you, and then
Right.
when you're doing like weddings and stuff, you gotta be clean cut. When you're doing like all these events that I'm doing, like I feel like I have to be clean cut, you know. I mean, I don't have to be, but
Yeah, but no, that's like a respect to the craft and everything you're doing. Cause like I've actually like ran into DJs like at weddings or just like at parties and shit, and they're just like half-assing their
right.
clothes, their looks, and they're just
It's
there to get their
everything,
job
bro. It's an
done.
image, you know. Like you
Exactly.
got to keep up with your image and your look, especially
like-
as an artist. Like no one's,
Like,
you know.
And I DJ as well, just a little bit, but I do like wedding events for guys on the radio.
Right. I
Um,
didn't know that. That's
oh,
what's
yeah,
up,
yeah,
dude.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah. So I get that, but yeah, any event we do, man, we're fucking clean
Yeah.
press, you know, suits,
Right.
ties, looking fresh, making sure, you know, all of our wires are wrapped to the you know,
Right,
the
right.
poles and stuff, and we have sheets thrown over our bottoms and whatnot. Because that is important, and
Yeah.
you know for yourself, doing weddings and stuff, there's lots of people at those events. And
There
those
is.
people talk, you know.
Yep.
We've gotten, you know, customers based off of, hey, you did my friend Jenny and, you know, Craig's wedding.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
so amazing. We want to invite you guys to do ours as well.
Right,
so
right.
having that presence, it's super important, and picking that up from DJing and whatnot and translating it over to your artistry side.
Yeah.
That's a skill set in itself, you know.
Right.
A lot of people don't know how to do that. I mean, I look like a bum half the fucking time.
No, but bro, you got your own look though. That's the good thing. Like you got your own look. So I feel like as an artist, if you have your own look, like that's a good thing. You know, like people can relate to you as your look and how you look. You know how you look like, and I think it's important to have that as an artist to be identified by this certain image. You know, so I think, yeah, man, I think what you're doing is dope.
Yeah. Shit, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Dude, so like you've done several shows and all this. Like, what's the craziest thing you've run into?
The craziest thing. Oh man, so one time I was DJing in Henry, the small town Henry. This dude speared this other dude through a door. Like straight like wrestling match shit, bro. Like I'm DJing, dude over here, boom, smash through the door. I'm like, damn, like, dude, I don't know what happened or how this arguments happened, but I've been in some predicaments where like people are just getting some crazy fights. But that was pretty crazy as far as like a dude getting speared through another door and the door falling apart. That was a long time ago. But some cool experiences that I've had was DJing for Waka Flocka.
Hell yeah.
I wasn't supposed to be his DJ at all, and then he came late. I was in his VIP room spinning, and he ended up performing his set in the VIP room because there wasn't a lot of people because he showed up late. So he ends up performing in the VIP room, and like I end up being his DJ. And the night before, I was like, I listened a little bit of Waka Flocka, but I got like his bangers. I don't have like a lot of his music, but I'm like,
Right.
dude, if this is Waka Flocka show, I need to like get all my shit
Study up, yeah.
get all my shit lined up, which I'm glad I did because the dude ended up performing. And this is all on YouTube as well. I did a video with it, but he would start rapping a song, and I'm like, fuck, I don't even know that song, dude. You know what I'm saying? And then there's one part where he was like, yo, the DJ don't know me. The DJ don't even know me. It's like, he ain't playing my song, And I'm like, damn, dude, I'm like fucking sweating balls trying to fucking figure out what song it was. The song that he was singing, I can't think of it, but it was a Travis Barker remix that he did with him. And that was the only version I had. So I dropped the Travis Barker remix, and he fucking loved that shit because it was like a rock version and stuff. And
Yeah.
and he after that, dude, he gave me like a bunch of acknowledgments. He's like, yo, this dude he's like, what's the DJ's name? He's like, someone's like, that's DJ Famous. And he's like, yo, he about to be famous for a lot of things, And the fact that I got someone big like Waka Flocka like right there in front of me, passing him the mic and doing all that, that was a crazy experience, man. And then meeting a bunch of celebrities as far as the DJing shows, like, I met a bunch of artists like Twista, MGK, and recently just met Boozy at that show, and Hobson, man. There's just a bunch of names, artists that I've worked with.
Well, you ran into 50 Cent too, right?
50 Cent, we did the lighting at the club that he was going to be at.
Yeah.
But, dude, I was partying in his section, and dude is literally right here. And 50 is like one of those cats that I like admired. Like, junior high days, G-Unit. I was rocking G-Unit tees, just G-Unit.
Yeah.
But nah, dude, 50 was that guy, and like the fact that I was in the club right next to him, and he's throwing money and shit, like, this is not real right now. Like, this
It's
is,
just one of those dream moments.
bro,
huh?
like, this is really 50 right here. Like, I feel like that whole night was not real. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because like, also to be right next to him, man, like, it was crazy. So it's the music industry, or not, I don't know the industry, but the music itself has taken me to a lot of cool places. So I'm thankful
Right.
that I was to be able to stick with music because it's introduced me to a lot of cool people. I met awesome people doing it, done some really cool events. I'm sure there's a bunch of other crazy shit that probably happened at my events, but I could probably write a book about it,
I bet.
all the stuff that I've done, and
You guys heard that. Cody J novel coming soon.
hey, I actually been thinking about that, And one thing I was me and my buddy were talking about doing is creating videos for books. Like how like there's movie trailers,
Yeah.
creating trailers for books. So say someone has a book, this is the concept, this is the storyline of the book, create a visual for it and sell the book that way, like a movie trailer would sell a movie.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, that's a really good idea because you could create a book someone's trying to sell a book, then you create a visual for it, like a trailer, and then kind of like do that. So that's something that me and one of my guys been thinking about doing is creating trailers for books. I think that'd be cool.
That's actually a super
Yeah.
cool
Right,
idea.
right?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that, dude. I
So-
kind of fuck with that.
Yeah, I know, right? Because I'm trying to dabble into. One of my other dreams would be to produce a movie, even if I was like an executive producer. You know how like when the movie pops up, there's like producer, executive producer.
Right.
If I could be one of those cats on there, just to like help out holding the camera or just directing in some way, like that's been an idea that I've always wanted to do too. Make a
Yeah.
movie, dude.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so that's cool though, cause like we had discussed that with Arsenal too. Like he said he didn't even have to be in the movie; he just had to be in the credits saying that he did something for the movie.
Right, right.
Like,
That's what's up.
Yeah, and, like I absolutely love that. I really do think that like you shouldn't just choose to stick to one lane. Like
Yeah.
Right, and I mean, also you have experience shooting videos and stuff, so it's not like totally out of this world that you can
Yeah.
get on a motion picture as like a director of photography or something, and then just having a guy say, "Oh yeah, that shot's nice. Let's fucking cut."
Yeah, man.
But no, that's cool. And speaking of music videos and your videos and getting into that. How did that come about, man? Because you just seem like such a fucking busy guy between music and DJing and the
yeah,
skits.
dude. Like
Driving the truck, man.
Yeah.
Shoot.
dude. I feel like he's like.
I forget you have a fucking real job.
I got a
and all
full-time
that shit.
job,
Dude,
bro.
I told you. I feel like he's like our entire team. Like he's just doing it by himself, though.
I know, man. It's a lot, bro. But how I got into shooting videos was I was tired of relying on other people to do my work for me, and like I was paying people money, you know, it'd be 2 months later, I still wouldn't receive a video, and then I was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna do this all myself. I know I can do it. I'm just gonna learn, and like I just bought a camera and I started putting my camera on a tripod, holding it, or I'd have one of my homies hold my camera for me. I would learn edits, and then one of my good friends, Chris Bosanelli's, Chris, I think that's how you say your last name, dog. But no, he lives out in Cali. But I learned a lot from him. He was an inspiration of mine. I looked up to him as a videographer, and but yeah, man, like I would just create my own content, and then because I was tired of relying on other people, and I knew if I did it, I could get it done in a timely manner.
Right.
So I just started doing that, and then as I got good, I was probably doing it for 2 years until I started shooting other artists and stuff, and then I dabble. What I use is Final Cut Pro, and I got good at doing it. And then during COVID last year was when I really sunk into it, because like I didn't have a job at the time, so I was like, now I can just focus on this. And then that's kind of where I learned the majority of doing my video editing and stuff. And then really it's just like coming up with concepts. Like I did a Middle Child remix video, and I had this concept in my head. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna act like I'm stacking money up. I'm gonna have somebody rob me, and it's just really, if you can think about doing it, you gotta reach out to the people that want to act, that want to be in it,
right.
you know. And
yeah, because I was gonna say it was you and Real Talk, right?
Real, bro, yeah, man. So yeah, I came with him, and he actually acted in like Resident Evil, bro.
Yeah.
He was like already an actor, and he's so good. Like he brings out emotion in him. Like he can do it. He just got to get in that zone. So he was the actor for that. Like if you watch the beginning of that shit looked just like a movie, bro. He's on the phone like saying like, I'll get your money, man, like blah blah. And I'm like, dude, this is like a real movie. And then he did a very well job with that. And then I actually reached out to him to do the Demons music video, because he was also in the military. And I was like, the idea I wanted for that was, for me, Demons was more of about me being an artist and leaving my loved ones behind, because I got to go and I got to do this for my family. So I got to leave my area and I got to go do what I have to do with my music. But for the music video, I wanted to be as the military guy.
Yeah.
Military guy's got to leave his family, and he's got to leave his loved ones behind, because he wants to do this for his family. So that was the perspective of that music video. And I thought, man, more people are going to relate to a military guy, because it's an American man trying to do something for his family, and he has to leave. So I was like, I'm going to run with that concept. And Real did that for me too, and he killed it too.
Oh yeah.
That's good shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, so I got this song in the works, and he had tossed up a hook for it, and we were just like tossing up ideas and shit. He's like, yo, I think I got like a music video idea. So like what you said just resonated like 100% with that fucking
like leaving
idea.
your loved ones behind, and
The
like
whole song is
like
called Let Go. You know,
nice.
I had produced the beat probably like 2.5 years ago, and I was just sitting on it, and I had kind of like a rough hook kind of sketched out for it, and we were just over vibing one day, and I turned on that beat just for shits and giggles, you know, and I kind of see he's over there vibing to it and kind of spitting to it. I'm listening into what he's saying and kind of reworking my hook, you know, to kind of fit what he's saying. So I was like, damn, bro, I have a hook. I hear you're fucking spitting something. You want to hear my hook? We could probably make a song out of this.
That's what's
up. Spitting my hook real quick. He's like, oh yeah, bro, let's do that. So I have my hook all recorded and stuff, and we have a nice rough cut of the song right now, but eventually you're going to come back, re-record.
You guys record here, like in the studio here?
Yep. I have a mic all set up.
Dude,
I
appreciate artists who like still record themselves, you know, and I'm like, dude, not only is this dude like making beats, he's recording himself and like he's putting out his music. I used to do that until I met Oliver, and I'm like, bro, I can't do what you do, and I just can't do that. I mean, for all the other things I got going on, it's like, I'm just going to cut my time and just go to this guy. But the people who make all their music and all that, man, like I have so much appreciation for them, because I'm like, dude, they're doing everything, you know what I'm saying? So that's dope, man. I can't wait to hear that song, you know. That'd be dope.
Yeah, we're super excited, man. I've been working on the mixing like it for forever, you know,
right.
Just trying to get a solid mix. And
and then when you were talking about like practicing with your vocals and shit, I felt that, because like I'm trying to like get mine to where I feel I'm comfortable with, so I can get this laid down perfectly.
Yeah, man. So I just I went on YouTube for that. There's like a thing or a technique where you put the tongue on top of your roof of your mouth.
Okay.
And if you go like this, If you do that throughout the day, it's supposed to like strengthen your vocal cords. And so I it's weird, but I'm doing it. I'm in the truck driving. I'm like, I'm trying to do that. And then there's another thing with your lips where if you like, I can't do it very well, but if you like that, it's supposed to also strengthen your vocal cords.
Yo, what?
So.
I was watching a movie and they were doing that. Okay, I didn't know if there was actually something to that. I'll have to look into that. That's dope.
Yeah, man. I mean, well, my engineer, he kind of told me, he's like, dude, you're a good singer, but I think you could be better. So like, you just learn some techniques. So then I went on YouTube and I'm like, all right, I see how these other cats are doing it, and then like they're professional coaches and you can learn anything off YouTube nowadays, you know.
Exactly.
I'm trying to learn Spanish, dude, and it's tough, dude. Man.
What was that track, dude? You released a track and I don't remember what it was. It was recent. It was within like the last few months, I think. And I heard it. I got goosebumps, and I was bumping in the car. And Smith calls me. He's like, "Dude, Cody's track." I was like, "I'm listening to it right now."
I wonder if it was late nights, maybe.
Yes.
I think so.
Late
yeah.
Nights.
Because I know Smith was. When you said Smith, I'm like, I know he was rocking with that, bro.
That's one I've been bumping myself, actually.
Dude, you know what? A lot of the girls, they like that song, you know. And I was like, cool, man. Like you know what? Someone told me like you sound like Young. You guys know who Young Pinch is?
No.
Young Pinch, yes.
You know, like you sound like him. Like you sound like him on that. And I'm like, hey, thank you. I appreciate that because I know like I rock with his music, and if y'all think I sound like him, then I must be doing something right. I don't know, dude sounded right, you know. But I got a music video coming out with that one. We shot it at West Clock's building downtown, and Solo Vision shot it for me. I'm just super picky dude, so like I have to lay out how I want it to be done, you know.
Right.
But it's coming though, the video for it, so I'm excited for that. So.
Oh yeah, because I think you released a trailer within the last week. I think.
Yeah, I kind of been putting out little pieces. Like recently, I did like that like Call of Duty. I did a Call of Duty thing, and boom, it pops up. I'm like, I was like 3 a.m. I couldn't sleep, and I'm like, man, I'm gonna just try to play around with this like Call of Duty thing I seen online. When he pops up the screen, it's a green screen, and if you just key out the green screen, boom, pop the video in there, and it looks legit, you know. So.
Yeah, dude. I seen that. Honestly, I think it was in the middle of the night when I seen that. So like, I was laughing my ass off. I was like, yes.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
It's like I was like 2, 3 a.m. I'm like, man, I can't sleep. I'm gonna create something, you know. So.
Dude, that's like when most of my creative like moments come to me because like I can't sleep, so my brain's racing. I gotta do something, dude.
Yeah.
So like I've been up since yesterday at 1:30 p.m. and I've only had like 3 hours of sleep, and that was from 9 to like 12, and everything before that I was just getting caught up on the 2 weeks that I didn't get to put shit out, so I was like trying to push it all out and shit. I was like,
Right.
Go with this, bro.
I think every artist has like their own time that they like. For me, it's the morning because I wake up, I'm like coffee, and now I'm drinking coffee, whatever. And I'm like, I'm amped now. I'm like, now I'm popping a beat, and boom, I start writing music mostly in the morning, I would say. And then because throughout the later on in the night or later in the day, you're kind of just like dwindling down, you know, a little bit.
I agree with that. I'm a morning person myself, so if like my go time to work on music is definitely in the morning, right when I wake up, and if I do that, I'm working on music all day.
Yep.
Just because that was my focus when I woke up, and will probably be my focus when I go to bed.
Yeah.
But to rewind it back a little bit into our conversation, these past year and a half, all of us artists have been dealing with the COVID pandemic.
Yeah.
And I know you said you kept yourself busy with like delving deeper into the video editing and getting into that. What else did you do, man? How else did you keep yourself busy and keep motivated? I'm sure you make income off of your music. It might not be enough to
it's not a lot.
Right.
It's not a lot of money, but I think with that, I kind of let my music videos and the video editing take over as my business because I wasn't getting booked. I was still DJing through the whole pandemic too, so like I know a lot of bars that were closed and stuff, but there was just certain bars that just didn't care, and they're I was still getting booked gigs, but not as many as I usually would.
Right.
But I would just kind of like I'd hibernate in my house and work on videos. That's where my video, kind of like I wanted my videos to take over as making income for me because I wasn't working at the time, and it was actually, as much as I hate that how COVID affected other people, it was almost like a blessing for me because I like now I don't have to go to work. I can focus on what I want to do. I can wake up and like create, be a creative artist, like who like do what I really am supposed to be here doing, you know. And so it sucks to however COVID affected other people. You know, in a way it was a blessing for me because I was being able to be creative and do what I do every day, you know, and to wake up, write music, and then go to the studio, do videos, just kind of work on my business. Like that's kind of what.
Yeah, and like I've said that time and time again on here. Like, yeah, it's a tragedy for like the lost ones and everything,
Mm-hmm.
but like along with that, like unfortunately life still goes on. So like,
Right.
you still got to be like looking at the future and what are you gonna do to progress.
Yep.
And it's either you're gonna sit there within all this stuff going on, wait around until it's done, which honestly, who knows when.
Right.
Or you can get up, go about your day, start grinding out some stuff, get some creative flows, and keep going.
Yep.
And really build. Like, I feel like the team had taken advantage of that because, like,
Yeah.
I feel like within COVID is when TCU started to like actually rise.
Right.
Everyone was settling down.
I think a lot of people too, like during COVID, they probably got these ideas that they've always wanted to do, and now they have that time to actually start implementing it and putting it together. And I think a lot of people probably, you know, I've heard it from a lot of people that COVID, 2020 was a good year for them to build their businesses of what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where we're at with Good Vibe Music. Like there's things that we wanted to do, and then we were able to like build Good Vibe Music on our downtime and make that, because we knew that once COVID is over, Good Vibe Music is probably just going to pop off with gigs. Like people want to throw parties and all that stuff, and this year so far it's like been pretty crazy. Every weekend, dude, just booked. Like
I see you posting an event page for every other day, you know, for something you're doing, which is super dope. I love to see that you're getting work and you're staying busy and keeping all that going.
Yeah, that phone party looked pretty crazy.
It was, dude, and they talked about it on the radio for like 2 days afterwards. It was wild, man. And you know, shout out to my boy Chucky because he plugged me with coming there to DJ with them. And but yeah, man, the phone party was probably the highlight of my summer of 2021 because it was. I've done phone parties before, but this foam machine was legit, man. Like it sprayed the foam up in there and it like fell from the sky so slow and nice, like like just looked like big chunks of snow, you know, just coming down. And the other phone parties I've done, like it just squirts out, you know. I'm like, man, it was weak, but this was a legit phone party, dude. Like, yeah, it was a good time for sure.
Yeah, all the videos and the pictures I saw looked like it was just a rage, you know.
Well, that's my thing now is I want to start doing recaps. Every video I do, like I just bought a drone because I want to, like I'm doing a couple high schools coming up. Mm-hmm. I want to get drone footage of the kids, of the high school, and like if I can start doing recaps of all my DJ events that I do, that's like marketing, you know.
Exactly.
Putting your business out. Oh man, he does high schools now, he does weddings, he does bar gigs, whatever it is. Like I think it's going to, you know, filming it and putting it out there is something people want to watch, especially with social media now. You got to market all your stuff out there, and that's how you're going to grow your brand. You know?
Exactly. And like one of the things that I think is like really cool is like people have this like natural nosiness to them, to where when you're doing like vlogs and stuff, they're like, okay, what's this guy doing on the side? Like, what's he doing with his spare time in life? And that really puts that into perspective too. So like going out to Drip Fest was a fucking blast.
Yeah, man.
And like now I'm trying to like I gotta get in the habit of like just recording randomly when we link up and shit more, and put those into videos and shit too.
Right. That's why it's cool to work with someone like Dre, because he's like that dude that's gonna always capture stuff. Unlike like the other day when we had the Boozy show, I'm like, yo, bro, we take my camera and just get some pictures of me setting up, because now I can take that footage and post it as content, you know. And
it's all B-roll footage.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. So I was like, bro, to work with someone like that who is on the same page as me, I think that's very important in any, if you have a team business wise, you know, like you need somebody like how you guys are working out in Drip Fest. You know, you had someone rolling with cameras and stuff. Like you guys were a team, you're a unit, and now you have that content to create out there for your page and stuff. So yeah, man, keep it rocking, you know.
Appreciate it,
yeah.
Yeah, it's cool seeing you and Dre like bounce back and forth with that energy and just keep growing and motivating each other.
Yeah, dude, it's cool to have someone to be on that wavelength with you, because it's hard to, like out here, it's hard to find other creatives. Like now when we went up to Chicago and you go out these other areas, like when I'd visit my brother in California, there's so many creative people out there, where back here it's hard to find those people that you want to work with, you know. And so it's cool to like have the same ideas, and we share ideas with each other, and we figure out ways that we can make ourselves better artists, you know.
Even like that way, sharing ideas and stuff. Like, our group we've recently talked about like even taking that to a new level. So like, we're gonna start like a group folder. So like, if I produce something like even 4 bars of say just a melody, maybe I have a drum loop, but I know I'm probably not gonna do anything.
Right.
We'll upload it to that folder, so it's like just stems in there, waiting for one of our other team members to come in, grab it, maybe do something with it, and we'll do that for everything.
Yeah.
Get beats. Maybe we have like a 16-bar verse that we just recorded.
Right.
We don't have plans with, just so we have a nice project folder from everyone to donate to and pull from as they wish.
Yeah, man.
And kind of keep all of our creative juices flowing from other members of our team.
Right.
So that was something we've talked about recently that I thought it was cool that we talked about doing, But good shit. I like to see and compare,
Right.
what each of our teams are doing and like how alike that we are.
Yeah, man.
Things that we might be doing differently than each other. But
Yep.
I mean, it's all to benefit our area and
Exactly.
everyone on the scene and
Help
whatnot.
each other
So
grow and shit.
absolutely,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
good shit.
And like what you had said with like the collectives and teams growing and shit. So like it's really cool because like I had TCU fucking 2016 probably, and it just never wasn't anything. And then him and I got to working, and then A3O joined us, and then like we had the podcast going and shit. And I went to the movie theater one day, and my buddy Avery I used to like hang out with and shit. Like we just disconnected off of just life happening.
Right.
And me and my brother were wearing like our TCU clothing and shit and walked in, and I've been in there multiple times, like big movie fan. And I go in there, he's like, "Hey, you got that podcast, right?" It's like TCU. He's like, "I make music," and I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Can I send it to you?" I was like, "Yeah, bro." Oh, he's like, "Don't even ask, just do it." I was like, I love music, and then like he ended up joining the team, and he's like doing alternate music and shit.
That's sick, bro. And that just goes by because you were marketing your brand on your shirt, and they might have like maybe recognized you, but he probably wouldn't have said anything if you didn't see the TCU on your shirt. You're like, damn, that's why I was like, that's another thing too. I gotta remember to like when you're doing events, like always like for me, always have good vibe music on my shirt, and so.
Right.
But that's what's up, dude. Yeah, man, making the connections out there, and then people are actually seeing TCU brand, get
And
blow up, bro.
recognizing
Yeah,
it, which
dude.
is super dope. Like you said, this was all an idea in his head, in 2016, and captain of the ship, and then he just found a crew to help sail the ship,
And I feel like 815 needed a podcast to bloom everybody because there's so much talent in here, man. Like there's so much talent that there's cats here that should be making it. It's like some people don't know how to go the route of doing
and
it.
like it kind of drove me nuts because like when I was in the military with Smith and I was like telling him about all of you guys, dude. I was like, bro, the area is so slept on. There's like so much talent out here. I listen to it, and like they get some spotlight, but not the spotlight they deserve. I feel. I was like, we should all be up here at this point.
Right.
And like once we had the podcast, I was like, dude. I was like, this is the way to do it. I was like, we gotta
Yes,
get artists
dude.
on here and shit.
Something I want to do for everybody in the area is I need to find the right venue for it, but I want to put on a big showcase and just like put everybody in the 815, have them come out to this show and perform, get video footage for them, and really try to like market them and like everyone just show their talents. Because I know there's tons of artists that want to perform, that want to get their music out there, but not everybody has that platform to do it at. So my buddy Mark, the dude that put on Drip Fest, he was we've been talking about doing something like this, but we want to do, I think what we're gonna do is $1,000 to the best performance. So this is gonna be more of like a showcase to where the artist can make money too at it.
Yeah.
Right, and then it kind of puts a little competitive edge with
For
these
real.
people, gets them really kind of
I
striving.
really
to
want to
give a
do
good
it,
show.
you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
like when I joined the competition for Crave or Concert Crave, you had to pay $200 to get into it, and the first place gets $1,000. And I'm like, and every artist is gonna have that. I'm taking that 1,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I thought I was gonna take the 1,000. I got third place,
Yeah.
but still, man, like out of 30 other people, and to get third place, I was still happy that I even placed. You know what I'm saying? And like, so that I'm kind of gonna take Concert Crave's idea, and I kind of want to implement it in my own way, but do it for the 815 and kind of give everybody a chance to shine, especially with like the sound and lighting that we can provide for them.
Right.
Like I think everybody deserves a chance to like get their music out there, man.
Right, and I mean, let's be honest. Some of the artists, if you were to do that were able to perform at that, they may never have another chance to do something like that
Yeah.
ever again in their life.
Yep,
so
yep.
so that's super generous and like thoughtful of you guys to even be thinking about doing something like that.
Yeah, we want to start putting on the artists, like how you guys are putting on the artists here in the 815. Like, I'm starting to think like, man, but it just sucks because there's not a lot of venues in this area to work with us. I mean, Flamingo's dope. That's like right downtown here in LaSalle. That's a spot I've been wanting to, but probably the best spot for a good area would be like the Ranch. If you ever been inside the Country Ranch at all, they have a huge stage. Probably fits like 1,500 people. But yeah, we're working on something for everybody in the 815 to be a part of. So y'all stay tuned.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause he's got his show tomorrow with Next Gen Showcase.
Where is it? Ottawa.
Ottawa, Jordan
And Nico's gonna be there too.
Yep.
I seen him on Snapchat promoting it. And I'm like, and tomorrow I have off. So what time does that start?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock tomorrow. And that's at Jordan Park.
Jordan Block.
Jordan Block. Okay, because I think you guys mentioned it in your recent ones. Like there's a Star of Rock competition thing coming up.
Yep.
Dre actually plugged me with that, so me and him were gonna be
Dre
there.
with that?
You plugged him?
Yeah.
Hey, that's what's up. And then the guy who's like in charge of running it all, Kevin.
Yeah.
Bro, Kevin is the man.
Kevin's the shit.
I just want to let you guys know, me and Kevin are working on something, and dude, it's so good. Like Kevin is so good. Like he put this beat together. So I did a song called "The Real One," and it's a R&B song, but Kevin's intake with the beat, he just killed it, bro. And I'm like, and I didn't know Kevin was running the Star of Rock thing either, so I thought that was really cool, and I'm excited to be a part of the. I never performed in Ottawa before, so I mean, I don't know what to do because I got songs that's like, I don't think I should be saying that if there's gonna be kids here, you know.
Right.
But I do have songs where I can be like more softer, you know, and just kind of cater to the kids. I don't know, so. We'll see how that's going to turn out, you know, because there's like music I want to perform and I'm like, I can't be saying that there, you know.
Right.
But
it's super dope. I'm glad you got in. Kevin had approached me because he knows that we do this podcast.
Nice.
So he's like, hey, I know you have the in with a lot of these artists. Could you reach out, maybe try and get some of these people involved? I was like, hell yeah. We just had Dre on the podcast, so I was like, I'm reaching out to him for sure, you know.
Yeah.
I was totally impressed by him when he came and sat down and had a chat with us.
Dre killed the podcast, bro. I'm like, dude, you're a natural.
Absolutely.
I'm like, dude, you're so like good with your words. Like you didn't stutter at all. Like you killed it, bro. And he's like, thanks, man. You know,
just as a person, you know, just a super interesting guy to talk to. Super good to have him on. We can't wait to have him back. His NGB team, you know, we want to have them in here eventually.
That'd be cool, man. Got to get Kevin in here too, man.
Oh yeah, I would love to have Kevin.
Dude is just a mastermind, like with the music, bro. Like I just bought a mixing board because, like, for the Boozy concert, it was my first time controlling sound. Like I've done sound before, but it was just like plug in like 2 mics or something. But with the Boozy concert, I had to be on point. I had to plug in like 5. I did 4 wireless mics, 1 wired mic, a headset mic. So I had to have sound, microphone, everything on point. I was like, how am I going to do this, you know? And I talked to Kevin about it. He hooked me up with one of his soundboards and he came over to my house, kind of went through of how to set it up. So I appreciate his kindness for that, you know, and definitely cool dude. He'd probably be a really good interviewer, you know?
Oh, yeah.
He's good, man.
I'll set it up.
There you go.
No, yeah, Kevin's a good guy. I'm glad you guys linked. I mean, I didn't even think about that, but yeah, you two would.
Yeah, man, I'm excited for the song that he showed me, like his beat that he did. And I'm like, dude, it's because it's like a live instruments, and I'm like, this is exactly what I wanted, man. So that should be. I told him I wanted to have it ready for the Star of Rock showcase. I'm like, I want to perform it for that. I'm like, you think you'll be ready? And he's like, yeah, man, I should be ready. And I'm like, all right, let's go, let's do it.
When is that again? I forgot. What's the date?
September 24th. We'll be there, and I think it's like maybe 2-day event. But I know me and Dre. Dre's got a half hour, I got a half hour, so what we're doing is combining our sets together for like an hour set, and then the way we're going to do it is I'm probably performing for 25 minutes, he'll perform for 25 minutes, and then we're going to do a 10-minute dance skit for like the kids that are there, like bring back all the old, like lean with it, rock with it, swag surf, you know, like, because we're going to do a 10-minute dance, all that, bro.
Shit,
yeah, man, so we're going to, because that's something that, like, me and Dre, we did a show up in Chicago, and like Illis and Perry, the way they brought their shows, these guys were dancing, had the drums, they're like more like, dude, like we need to compete with these guys. If we want to do what they're doing, we got to do this, you know. And I used to dance when I was younger, but Dre is natural, just a good dancer. So I'm like, bro, if you teach me how to do my steps, I will learn from you, and then we can do this together, and it's just gonna make us look better as performers, having a routine down together.
So I'm glad you brought that up. When you were with G2E, did you guys? I don't know if you guys were doing it then. Richie was telling me like when you guys would have a song together, or any of this, like you guys would like stand in front of the mirror,
choreograph,
perform. Yeah, exactly. And just
yeah,
perform,
man. I remember the
practice.
first show that Richie plugged me with. I had one of my homies that back in high school, and that's what we did. We'd sit at home. This is back when You Got Served was popping, like the movie.
Nice.
So we ushered dance, you know, like we'd be at home like practicing dance moves, and then my first performance at the Flamingo, when the one that Richie booked me with, like me and my friend, we would do like this, like the movements, like had a whole dance choreograph, and I'm like, dude, we look legit. Like no matter what, if people thought we sucked, we look good because we're dancing and we're choreographed together. So I always think that's important, man, because like if you look good on stage and you're all choreographed together, you're gonna stand out. And like with G2E, we had, you know, matching T-shirts. We all had colorful shirts. So when we walked into a venue, it's like, damn, who are these cats? You
Yeah,
know?
you're turning heads.
Yeah.
You know, people are paying attention to you as
And-
soon as you enter the room.
So yeah, man. We had good times with the whole G2E crew. We did everybody like vibed off each other with the tracks, man. So it was dope. Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh, it's good shit. Where are you at, man? We're about an hour into this podcast. You have any more questions you want to ask? Or we?
I don't know. I can't ask this question yet. It's got to be off camera.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Nah.
It's a good one.
Damn, bro.
Can't mention it yet.
All right. I mean, fair enough. Good shit, man.
Is there anything else besides the project that we should look forward to? Like,
yeah, anything you want to plug? Any projects you have? Collabs? I know you just said you had something with Kevin coming. So.
Kevin is a sneak preview. Be on the lookout for A Solo. Me and Solo Visions feature. The song is dope. I don't want to say it because I don't know if it's going to happen, but we got some really cool things that might be happening with the music video with that, because Solo is a videographer himself, so we're going to go crazy for this video. We might be flying out to Cali. I told him we're going to go bougie with this one, because you only live once, you know what I'm saying? If it takes money to do what we want, at least I can say you live once, you know. And
yeah,
just
you got like you
go
both film videos. You both have a vision. I can only imagine how this shit's gonna turn out.
Like the song's been done, but we've been discussing ideas of how we want to do the video, how we want to put it out, right? So that visual is gonna be crazy. Another guy I've been working with, Sway Boy. He's from Lansing, Michigan, and he is super talented. I got 2 features with him on the CD. Who else do I got to feature? So me and Dre got Mamacita that we have out there, and then I know I got a couple other features. I can't think of it, but the whole project's pretty dope, man.
Yeah.
It's like you said, it's all diverse.
Yeah.
It's like diverse. Every song is different from the next song. So I'm excited to put that out there, but I'm just like a picky person, so I don't, you know, I'm critique myself. I'm the worst
Everything has to
critique,
be
bro.
pristine. Yeah.
I'll literally post something on Snapchat. I'm like, I'll post it, and the next thing you know, I get into my like emotions or feelings. I'm like, that shit, I gotta take that shit down, bro. Like, but that's just me, I guess, as an artist. I just critique myself so much, dude, that I probably have all these songs done, and I just don't even release them, you know.
Right.
But it's cool, man. So one day when I pass away, I'll be like Pop Smoke, man. This dude's releasing albums, and he's not even here anymore, you know.
Got the vault, huh?
Yeah.
I know. When we had Dre on, he was super excited about that Mamacita song. So I know that ever since he said something about it, that's one I've been waiting to see.
Man. It needs some work done to the hook. I feel like my verse is dope, his verse is dope. The hook is okay, but it needs to just be emphasized, you know, in some way. So I've been holding that off. And I'm not even sure if I want to put on the project, which Dre's gonna be like, nah, man, you're gonna release that one. But I don't know, man. I feel like we need to put some work into it. But some of the new songs that I got coming out, Lie Like a Demon, man, that's man, it's so good, dude. That's like a Calvin Harris. I really use my voice, my emotions come out on it. Nice. And then also that feature with STK, man, he blessed that feature for me, dude.
Bro, I was bumping that on the way here.
Dude, when he dropped that, I'm like, bro, you killed it, bro. You brought to life, like, you are gonna make people really touch that song. Like,
that's another artist I can't wait to have on here. I feel
He's
like
so good, bro.
He puts a lot of heart into his music.
He does,
and
man.
A lot of heart and soul, and you just hear it whenever he's doing his thing on a track. So that'll be another one.
Yeah, dude. When I go to the gym, get a workout, STK is my guy I go to, because he has a song called Hey hey, and I'm like, bro, if you don't get pumped up off that shit, then
I'm
you
saying,
I don't know, you're not human, bro.
I was boosting up my motivation just on the way here, bumping that shit. Like I was going through a playlist because like my normal YouTube playlist, dude, that has like a lot of 815 artists, like including you and him, and like it was like 4 back-to-back songs of him, and one of them was yours. And I was like, bro, I'm ready. I was like, let's go.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, he gets me pumped, bro. This shit that he has, he got that heartbreak, like rap, and plus dude can rap, bro. He be saying some crazy shit. I'm like, how do you even think about that?
Yeah, so like what's cool about him that he doesn't know is like my dad and his dad, like they know each other, and my dad had done some artwork for him in the past, and then he had linked me with his dad, and we had talked like fucking 4 or 5 years ago, but like I'm trying to
that is cool, bro.
Going,
yeah, he'd be a good person to have on the podcast too. Just kind of pick apart, because me and him work at the same job, so it's cool to see him.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
We both drive trucks, and we both, are doing the same thing. So, this year I've got closer with him. I built more of a friendship with him, and I told him, like, every time I write a song, I'm like, dude, I want you on this song, bro.
Yeah.
I want you on this song. I'm like, I'm sorry I keep hitting you with these songs, but I want you on this one now. And I was like,
a whole joint project together.
Yeah, you vibe with him. He's a good artist.
for
good
real,
guy.
dude. Because like I'll write music, and he's like, I relate to that song. I'm like, I don't know, what do you think? Like the Lie Like a Demon song, I wanted him on it, but at the same time, the song, like he said, it's like, bro, honestly, you just keep it where you're at, because I can't even, like, it's so good. Like I don't think I could do anything more to it. And I'm like, all right, I rock with that, So SDK, shout outs to SDK Solo, man. So
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's good shit, man. Shout out to all the artists we've mentioned on the podcast so
Yeah.
far.
Straight up.
We've had some of you on, and some of you are still waiting, but you'll get on here eventually. We're super excited to have you on. Cody J, again, it's been a fucking excellent time here with you in the studio. We've had tons of fun interviewing you. I've had a blast getting to know you more as a person.
likewise, man. Yep.
This has been a fucking fantastic episode. I can't wait to upload this one now. I feel like our interviews just get better and better. We've started to find more of a groove with each
Dude,
other.
you guys are good together, bro. Like, you guys
Appreciate it,
vibe
bro.
with each other. And I'm like, man, did they, like, rehearse what they're going to say? But it's like, because you're just naturally good at now flowing with each other and stuff. And it's going to pick up this is only 12. So
Right.
imagine 100, bro.
Exactly.
Damn, I can't wait.
112, 212.
Yeah.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
Well, dude, I was watching our first episode, like that compared to now. I was like, damn, we've grown.
Yeah.
Shit.
And that's how it is pretty much with anything, man. Like, anything first you start off with, you keep at it, man, you're just going to be a better interviewer and stuff. Man, y'all got this, man.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah.
killing it, dude.
Good shit. Yeah, we
Yeah.
appreciate it, man. Thank you for all the love and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for that artwork too.
Yeah,
bro.
absolutely.
Yeah, boy.
One
Let's
more
do that
time
one
for you
time.
guys,
Let's get a
because
clip, bro.
this shit is so fucking great. Please just
Oh.
take that in all its
Admire
glory.
it, bro. Come on.
Episode 12, baby. Let's go.
Episode 12
episode 12
of the Come Up podcast. It's been great. Cody J, thank
All
you
right,
for
y'all.
coming on, blessing
Yep.
the podcast.
Thank y'all for having me, man. To come up, baby. I can't wait to see what else you guys do with it and who you guys interview. And it's been a pleasure to rock with you guys on here, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate it,
absolutely,
bro.
bro. Thank you so much. We can't wait to have you back. Guys, it's been episode 12. Aaron the Rapper.
Dysfunctional.
Peace
When I'm in
out.
the club, bust it down, fuck it up. When I'm in the streets, they don't never say enough. I've been grinding all week, I've been stacking these bucks. Yeah, you can put them lips on me, suck it up. When I'm in the club, bust it down, fuck it up. When I'm in the streets, they don't never say enough. I've been grinding all week, I've been stacking these bucks, and I never gave up. Now, if you knew me in real life, you wouldn't even think that was me. I'm like a whole different person when it comes to this music. It's crazy.